What's up, guys? Okay, so we're going to be in Hampstead County, Arkansas, with 81-year-old Olin Lane. He was pulled over by former deputy now, Jason Johnson. Also, yes, there's a donkey in that back pasture over there. You're going to hear him. And there he is right there. Also, so yesterday I put a video up, totally off subject. Yesterday I put a video up. I didn't think any more about it because I always put it up. It gives you the option to publish it to public, or you can set a time and date for it to go live. So I always publish it public, typically, because usually I'm done for the day and I just go ahead and publish it then. And then I refresh the screen and make sure, looked at it, everything was good. Didn't think any more about it. So today I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's got 2 views. I'm guessing YouTube is shadow banning it because of the content. Didn't think anything more about it. I come back upstairs this morning, and once I sign in and it brings up the dashboard, it says it's unlisted. YouTube had put it as unlisted. So the reason it's showing up today and not yesterday is because I had to go back and publish it public. YouTube's getting on my nerves. So anyway, we're going to be with 81-year-old Olin Lane, who was pulled over, like I said, by former deputy now, Jason Johnson. And just ask yourself, who would treat people like this, particularly an 81-year-old military veteran who had a stroke apparently about 5 years ago and suffers from some memory loss. Now, that being said, should Mr. Lane have been driving with his past medical history? Well, I don't know, because as we know, the DMV will literally give anyone a license. And then we'll hear the sheriff weigh in, and we will go from there.
Give me the keys.
What do I do now?
Give me the keys.
What in the world do I do?
Why did you take off from that stop?
I stopped.
Why did you take off from this stop?
So, the sheriff seems to think it's because they're not paid enough. If they just paid him more money, they would have a better attitude. So he's forced to hire what he can get because the neighboring agencies pay better. So he just hires, they just scrape the bottom of the barrel and get what they can get. I say no. They're all public servants as far as I'm concerned. They can go work for minimum wage.
Law enforcement is a challenging job, and officers
It's not. It's only as challenging as they make it.
should be compensated for it. That's what one Southwest Arkansas sheriff has to say about the pay discrepancy between his deputies and other agencies in the area. The starting pay for officers in Hempstead County is less than most departments nearby, and it's now causing issues with retaining staff. KTBS 3's Julie Parr explains the developing concerns.
Sheriff James Singleton says that the starting pay for deputies is significantly lower than other neighboring agencies, and because of that, he's losing good officers to other departments.
They can walk out of this office, walk right across the hall and go to work for the city of Hope.
He don't give a shit. The only thing he gives a shit about is maintaining the status as the sheriff. The jail is a complete shit show too in Hampstead County, Arkansas. I'd like to throw that out there.
And make about $7,000-8,000 more a year.
The Hempstead County Sheriff's Office recently lost a 14-year veteran and an 8-year veteran to agencies that paid more money. Singleton says the cost of training a new officer is expensive, and losing them due to better pay elsewhere is more substantial than the initial training expenses. The starting pay for a Hempstead County deputy is $41,000.
Starting pay is $41,000. Right out of training, starting pay is $41,000. No, pay a minimum wage. They think they don't like that. They think they don't like the pay now. Give them minimum wage and see where it goes.
Meanwhile, there are smaller agencies in the area that offer a starting pay of $50,000. Singleton recently addressed the staffing shortages at the Hempstead County Quorum Court meeting.
So if you don't ask, you won't know. So I decided to put that out there and give them some information on the other class 3 counties throughout the state, and hopefully they will come up with some type of resolution. But I do understand the way county finances work, that may not be possible.
Sheriff Singleton says that competitive pay has also impacted the detention center. He's lost about 8 or 9 jailers.
He's also lost some inmates. Go look that up.
Since the beginning of the year.
Anyway, let's go back to the traffic stop.
The sheriff's office in Hempstead County, Arkansas fires an officer following concerns over his conduct on a traffic stop. Hello, everyone. I'm Alex Anderson.
And I'm Courtney Buds. Thanks for joining us. And that is our top story at 3. Body camera footage captures Officer Jason Johnson stop a 81-year-old man for speeding last month. We want to warn you this video may be disturbing to watch, and KTPS 3's Julie Parr has that story.
Yes, he was ultimately fired. They didn't mention anything about decertifying him, so he will just go somewhere else and be someone else's problem. The next time you hear anything from this idiot, he will likely have killed someone.
Deputy Johnson, Hempstead County Sheriff's Office. Hey, next time, just pull over. Right in the middle of the road. I don't give a where you pull over at. Tell you the truth.
Now, this is a one-lane road, and this is an 81-year-old man who didn't realize if you're on a one-lane road and the lights come on behind you, you can just stop. So what he was trying to do was go a little further and find a safe place. They always say you find a safe place to pull over. That's what he did, and it has made this cop mad, mad, mad.
Deputy Jason Johnson stopped 81-year-old Olin Lane in Hempstead County on July 25th for speeding on a county road. The officer decided to give Lane a warning for speeding and a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt.
Just honestly, if I sound aggressive, yes, I'm a little perturbed because you could have pulled over at any time.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
While the officer was writing out the ticket,
So he gave him a warning and for the alleged speeding and was walking back to the car. So Mr. Lane thought that the interaction was over, so he left. And boy, was that a mistake.
you can see him turn on his lights and start driving.
What are you doing? Do not.
Listen to how he talks to this 81-year-old man.
Not move that vehicle again!
Deputy Johnson approached the vehicle for a second time.
Give me the keys!
What I do now?
Give me the keys!
What in the world I do?
Why did
Exactly. What in the world did I do? I'm just saying.
you take off from that stop?
I stopped.
Why did
When he walked back to the car, after he gave him a warning for the speeding, I'm guessing he assumed that the stop was over.
you take off from this stop?
Well,
You better give me a good reason right now.
I don't know.
Listen to how he's talking to this man. This could be your grandfather. This could be, and depending on how old you are, your great-grandfather. And don't think this is an isolated incident. He didn't just start this today.
Step out the vehicle.
This time he placed Lane in handcuffs.
This cop should be charged with assault and battery. I'm sorry.
Retarded. Let go of
And retarded. Are you retarded? This is an 81-year-old. It just pisses me off.
your hand.
He then walked him to the patrol car where he pushed him into the back seat.
Step up in there. Retarded.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Put your legs in. You done earned your trip to jail.
Earned you a trip to jail for nothing.
Deputy Johnson called for backup.
Do you have mental issues? Or you have dementia?
Just listen again to how he talks to this man. And they can't figure out why. Let me see if I can put this where YouTube won't completely take this channel down. They can't figure out why people are tired of their BS and they are taking matters into their own hands. I'll put it like that. If you know, you know. Now, no, I'm not for that. I'm just saying that's why people are doing it.
I need to know right now.
No.
Then why did you leave this traffic stop right back here?
I guess I just don't know the daggone law.
Apparently not.
When other officers arrived on the scene, they began to question Lane.
I'm just trying to understand your thinking. Why you took off.
That's when they learned he experienced a stroke 5 years ago and had memory issues. The officers made the decision to uncuff Lane and call his daughter.
Now, see, they'll say, oh, they're the heroes. They're the heroes. No, they're not the heroes. Stop with the BS. They're doing the job the way you're supposed to do the job. He should never been in handcuffs to begin with. Never been in handcuffs to begin with. And you got this fat one with the damn vest on because he wants to be in the military so bad he can't stand it, but he knows he don't stand a chance with that fucking gut. Mr. Dunkin' Donuts here. Anyway.
A little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not made for comfort.
They're not made for comfort. They'll tell you that when they put you in the back seat too. I don't have enough room back here. Well, it's not made for comfort. Please stop.
The officers also noticed that the 81-year-old was unsteady and stumbling.
Well, maybe because the other deputy just roughed him up, completely assaulted him, took him out of his truck, put him in handcuffs, and threw him in the back seat of the car. That might have something to do with it.
One of the officers requested that he get checked out by an ambulance.
You seem a little disoriented and stuff. So I'd like for you to at least get checked out. Make sure you're not having a mini stroke or something.
Now, mini stroke, it's, as us as medics call it, a transient ischemic accident. It's a TIA, a mini stroke. What it is its symptoms mimic, not necessarily symptoms, it's a brief stroke-like attack and usually resolves within minutes. Sometimes it takes an hour or two. But it's still, you need to be medically evaluated to make sure, so they can tell if it's a mini stroke is happening now and it's resolved, or if it's an actual stroke and you need to be admitted to the hospital.
Okay. Especially if you have a history of having a stroke.
Lane was cited for not wearing a seatbelt and fleeing, but he did not go to the Hempstead County Detention Center. Meanwhile, Deputy Johnson was later terminated from his position.
Yeah, he just got a bunch of tickets because it's all about the money. He initially got a warning for the speeding and a ticket for no seatbelt. So then I think they changed it. They dropped the speeding and gave him a looting or some bullshit like that. But that cop has zero basic human dignity, and in my opinion, should be charged with assault and battery and should never be a police officer again. Yes, but no, Mr. Lane did not go to jail.
By Sheriff James Singleton. Julie Parr, KTBS 3 News.
A statement from the Hempstead County Sheriff's Office reads in part that Deputy Johnson violated multiple departmental policies and ethical standards expected of a sworn law enforcement officer.
What about basic
Give me the
human dignity?
keys. What in the world? Why did you take off from that stop?
I stopped.
Why did you take off from this stop?
This is absolutely just ridiculous. Anyway, that's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, 82% of people, I don't know if I said it at the beginning, that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this one, and I'm out.